We've got baseball straight ahead from Fenway. The Orioles and Red Sox are next. Into its second century, but still one of the best around, Fenway Park here in Boston. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who stands out to you, Danny?
You know, Matt, a big part of the offense is Mark Trumbo. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Eduardo Rodriguez, a Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Eduardo Rodriguez has come a long way in a short period of time. Really needs to command the off-speed pitches. A lefty that brings a big arm and a big power fastball. 93 to 96 miles an hour. A good assortment of breaking pitches. The key for Rodriguez, getting ahead with his fastball.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff should be your focus.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Baltimore, the second baseman, Jonathan.
First pitch
Villar.
coming. Here it is. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
First pitch, 107.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, number 1. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. Rodriguez has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches. Not throw a single ball and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding, but you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pitch popped up. Moreland near the first base bag, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. O's 0. Sox coming to the plate. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He has a really good history against this starter in his career, hitting over 500 in those matchups. So he obviously sees the ball for whatever reason. Some guys you just own. We'll see if that trend continues.
Alex Cobb will be the starter for the O's in this contest. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Striding into the box, Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. Hit high and deep out to left field. And it bangs off the monster. He'll get it into second. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
Batting second.
One pitch, one swing of the bat, and they've got a man in scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. This is pulled into right. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Santander waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter.
So striding forward now, J.D. Martinez. And the Red Sox with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Smith on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down.
No outfielder, Andrew Benintendi.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Lifetime history with Alex Cobb. He's got 5 base hits in 21 at-bats. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drilled to first. A dive and he knocks it down. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Mark Trumbo.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Renato Nunez.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down on it unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Betts has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth, the catcher, number 28, Pedro Severino.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike one. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Bradley will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. It remains 1-0. Digging in, Mitch Moreland.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And the Red Sox have something going. It's a leadoff double.
As we take a look at this one, you can see he puts a good swing on it, but I don't think he got under it just enough to put some backspin to get it out of here. But hard to complain about a well-hit double, though.
At the plate, Christian Vasquez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. Liner toward right center. And this is going to find the gap and roll towards the bullpen for extra bases. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Batting eighth.
And these guys are showing some consistency in the early going here. Got a run in the first inning, and this double ensures that they'll at least get a run here in the second.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Lifetime history with Alex Cobb. He's got 5 base hits in 27 at-bats. First delivery to him on the way. Line, that's a base hit into left field. And he's safe. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit.
Junior.
Stepping in, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's set. Here it comes. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. This will kick up against the wall now. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Right fielder.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here. And here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Here's Mookie Betts as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Pedroia at third. Bradley is at second with nobody out. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this will kick up against the wall near the Red Sox bullpen as he arrives at second without a play as 2 runs come across to score away from the play. The tag, and he's out going for third. But on the play, 2 runs come across to score.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
Stepping in now, Rafael Devers. Hard liner to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Now in the box, Xander Bogaerts. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Wow, this guy must be a glutton for punishment because he's given up 6 hits in this inning alone. Not sure how much more rope you can give this guy. At some point, you have to try somebody different.
So here's the cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
It's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. I mean, that's a heck of a job to hold them in this single.
Into the box, Andrew Benintendi lifted the other way to left center. Smith is after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Orioles nothing. Ready now for Baltimore, Dwight Smith Jr. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air into shallow left center. Benintendi comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Batting 8th, the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Striding in, Anthony Santander. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And he pops him up here on 0-2 as this is drifting toward the right side of the infield. And this will be taken by Pedroia for out number 2.
Batting 9th, the designated hitter, Hanser Alberto.
Striding forward now is the DH, Hanser Alberto. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Betts has a read on it. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Wackey with a report.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach, to their swings, to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Hard liner to center field. Smith patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Into the box now, Christian Vasquez. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
Standing in now, Dustin Pedroia. He grounds it sharply to third. Throw on to first will take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
So runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And in to hit next, it'll be the left-handed batter, Jackie Bradley Jr. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lined hard toward right center. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
In now, Mookie Betts, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hard hit at third. Throw on to Trumbo will be in time, and the inning is over. It's Jackie Bradley Jr. who hits the jackpot with this big swing. We played 3 full. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Orioles nothing. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Should be no trouble for Bradley, and there's out number 1.
Now batting, number 1.
At the plate, number 1 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bradley moving in. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
next for the Orioles, the left fielder, Trey Mancini.
Now at the plate, Trey Mancini. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Betts has a read on it. And that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They still find themselves down 6-0. David Hess gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Digging in once again, Rafael Devers. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first inning of this one.
Rafael Devers.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Line drive to center field. Smith is right there, 1 down.
The batter, number 2.
Ready once again, Xander Bogaerts. A fly out and a single for him so far. And the pitch is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Santander looks up, and it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo shot for Xander Bogaerts as this lead swells to 7-0.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
Here's J.D. Martinez. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The windup and the 0-1. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Throw just in time as they get him by an eye length.
The batter, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Ready for another shot now. Andrew Benintendi. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. But this is going to hang up there just long enough to be taken in on the run in shallow left, and that ends the inning. Red Sox get a run on the solo shot by the X-Man, Xander Bogaerts. We played 4. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matta had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
The first baseman.
Good stuff, Heidi.
Mark
Thanks.
Trumbo.
Rick Porcello will come on and get some work as he makes his second appearance so far this spring.
Number 22, Rick Porcello.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike two.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last two pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
And here's Renato Nunez. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Standing in, Pedro Severino. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken up in the zone. Severino has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is. He shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. And no one will track it down. Ground ball foul down the left side. The 0-2 once more. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here comes another 0-2. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More spring training baseball from Florida following this. Ty Block gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Now batting, Mitch Moreland.
Leading off
He's working
for
on a
the
1-for-2 game so far.
The first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
The 0-1 delivery. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean,
Now
they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Christian Vasquez. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Liner toward right center. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside
Now
that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Dustin Pedroia. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And he's in safely at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Digging in and looking for more, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. Smith is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And he might have thought about it at third, but with one away, decides not to risk it.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Mookie Betts. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. From the stretch. Hit hard to third. Nunez has it, and that's the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Into the box, Rafael Devers. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Vasquez, the runner at third. Pedroia on at second with 2 down. Slapped hard the opposite way, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Red Sox get a run on the RBI double by Pedroia. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's now an 8-0 ball game. Into the box now, Dwight Smith Jr. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he fouls this one off. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
0-2.
Popped him up. Porcello over to his right. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Let's play ball.
Number 59 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 59.
So striding in, Xander Bogaerts. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3-hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Into the box now, J.D. Martinez. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. Hack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Dan, back to back pitches, double, then single, ambush tactics.
Boy, I tell you what, they're swinging the bats early. You have a double, then an RBI single to drive them in. Potential for a real big inning here.
Into the box, Andrew Benintendi. Liner in there for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
First baseman, Nick Moreland.
Play ball.
Mason Williams is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Number 40, Mason Williams.
Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Let's play ball. He's out. Out. 4-4. Take the base. Out. 3. Out. Ball 4. Take the base. He's out. Out.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
10-2 the final in this game. Boston jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Eduardo Rodriguez is the winning pitcher of record. Alex Cobb was unable to work out of the second inning as he saddled with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious